a history and a background. And a lot of people are pretty unaware of what goes on in Tassie, and this has been a great way, especially for us, to showcase some of the history behind it and where it comes from, and be able to give people a little bit of an ownership of the actual product, so they walk away feeling like they know a little bit more about it than what they would do otherwise.
I've been riding for 45 years. I've been pretty well all around Australia, Cape York, on the GS, Vietnam, New Zealand, America, Alaska, Canada.
Motorbikes have been a huge part of my life and have given me some of the best times in my life, but it's also given me some of the worst times in my life. We shouldn't really be planning more than 300 k's a day on general Tassie roads, you know.
I'd have to agree with that. The 300 k's over those roads, you'd be exhausted, I reckon. You do need a good break. One of the things you've got to look for in the windy bits is the amount of gravel rubbish that's dragged onto the roads by the heavy vehicles. I do notice that some of the corners, the camber is a little bit off-putting, and the road conditions can change so quickly.
The roads have been resealed and widened and tar over tar. Quite a bit of patching in places.
Quite a few bumps in the corners.
Yeah, and absolutely ride within your limitations, and especially with groups, don't be intimidated by other riders. Always take notice of the speed limitations or suggestions on some of the corners, the hairpin corners and that.
I couldn't get over the number of bends that you've got in this place. Well, hardly any straights where you can have a rest, so you're really on it all the time, but it's fantastic, fantastic roads you've got.
Does that, and we can have showers, the roads can lay wet in the windy, twisty roads where you've got overhanging trees. Some of those corners at certain times of the year can even be mossy on the edges.
But I also noticed the amount of roadkill you have over here.
Yeah, absolutely. Early morning and late of the day.
And be prepared for the unexpected. Rapidly changing conditions.
Always.
Plan your ride. Those irrigation sprays we saw this morning that would threw water onto the road, that was a bit of a eye-opener and totally unexpected change of road conditions. Farm machinery and animals and all the other activities. Yeah, and that, like the rain we had yesterday that just came and went in a flash, which changed the road conditions. Some of those roads we saw today were just beautiful, and the scenery was spectacular. The diversity of roads and where they take you to, and the scenery that you see from these roads, just fantastic.
Yep. A second of inattention looking at scenery, which we have lots to look at, can bring you undone as a rider.
Well, Malcolm, I've had a great time, so...
Hope so.
So where are we off to now?
The road leads on. It's a great place. There's lots of roads, there's lots of scenery, and lots of stuff to appreciate on motorbike.
Okay, let's get on the road to another adventure then.
Let's go.
Right.
Most of the people, they don't realise how big Tasmania is until they get here. And sometimes they do underestimate the actual corners that we have. We do need to be a little bit careful on the corners. The gravel does come out on the corners in a lot of places. And we do have a lot of interaction with wildlife. I'd like to think that they remember the friendships that they've made, the rides that they've had, and the enjoyment that they've had from one side of Tasmania to the other. It's just an amazing place to come, and we want to see them more and more often.
great workhorse, the Spirit of Tasmania, has undergone a multi-million-dollar makeover. Alan Laskell went on board to inspect the changes.
Victorians making the trip across Bass Strait on the Spirit of Tasmania can now enjoy new levels of luxury. A multi-million-dollar upgrade of the ferry has been unveiled, complete with cinemas and bars and cafes with gourmet food and wine. The people that travel on the Spirit, on average, spend $2,700 in Tasmania. So therefore, every 10,000 passengers we increase, we're increasing $27 million of spend in Tasmanian economy.
They did that amount of work in such a short time frame under a lot of pressure, but it's turned out, as you can see, it's turned out just amazingly well.
It's something really special to deliver the refurbishment of two ships almost at the same time. It's something that is very unusual in this industry.
The new spirit of the Spirit of Tasmania will be, it's a contemporary new modern design. It should be open, relaxing, and people should find their own activities on board. So you should be able to walk the ship, you should be inspired to walk the ship, all the decks, from deck 7 all the way up to deck 10, because there's so much else happening on the ship more than it's today.
When our customers come on board, for those that know our ships, they're going to be absolutely amazed at the different feel that the ship is now operating.
Love deck 9. I could sit up there for a while, really comfortable.
It'll make this trip a lot more enjoyable.
It's lovely and new and modern.
The ship is beautiful.
I like the cinema bit.
She's had a makeover and she's better than ever.
We're on a set!
Spirit of Tasmania, what a journey this has been, Dave.
Fancy seeing you here. Please, take a seat.
Oh, hold your horses. This cabin's taken.
Right there, Sean Atley.
Did you see that? Who was that? Where's everybody?
Now, a big couple of days ahead of you around Tasmania for the community camp, but your first year players have gone on ahead and it looks like they've been working pretty hard.
We decided to head over to Tassie on the Spirit of Tasmania.